Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Please excuse me. Welcome back to another episode of To Be Completely Fucking Honest, where I like to be completely fucking honest. Whew! This episode is brought to you by... Just kidding, it's brought to you by me. This episode, I was just going to do the Q&A from Instagram that I posted earlier in the week, but then I had some things happen over the last couple days that I need to tell you about because now I have story time that I think is important to tell. So, earlier... I don't know why I just said earlier. A couple days ago, I met one of my friends at TGI Fridays. Why TGI Fridays, you may ask? Because, one, I am mind blown that there's still a TGI Fridays in South Beach. I went there for my 17th birthday, and then I moved here like 3 years ago, which was a lot longer after that. And I was like, there's no way this TGI Fridays is still in South Beach. It's on the corner of the Strip. Like 5th and Ocean, it's on the corner. And if you've never been to South Beach, there's not really like chains here anymore. Like literally nothing on the Strip is a chain, it's just like local places. The fact that TGI Fridays is still there is literally mind-blowing to me. Like actually kind of blows my mind. And so I was talking to my friend one day about it, and I was like, no, literally it's still there. And not only is it still there, they apparently have an all-day happy hour. And like everything on the beach is super expensive. Like a drink is $25 no matter where you go. Apparently at TGI Fridays they have all-day happy hour for drinks for like $4 or $5. So I was like, I want to experience this now that I'm here. And my friend was like, oh my god, we have to go. So we planned to go. And not only did we go to TGI Fridays, we went to TGI Fridays wearing race car shirts, like NASCAR shirts. And we got there, and we were literally so excited. Like, the waiter thought we were kind of crazy at first because he was like, are you starting with appetizers? And I was like, yes, we are. The mozzarella sticks right now, the potato skins right now. And he was like, okay. And I was like, and we're going to start with the drinks, da da da. Whoa, wait, let me back up. When we sat down, the manager set us, no, oh my god, I'm sorry. The hostess set us down, and then the manager brought us menus, and we were like, what's the $5 happy hour? And he was like, oh, it's only from like 3 to 7 and then 9 to close, and we got there at like 8. We were right in the middle of it. And he was like, but how many rounds are you going to get? And we were like, what? How many rounds do we need to get? And he was like, well, if you're getting more than like a couple, I'll go ahead and start giving you the $5 drinks. And we were like, we're in. Tell us how many we need to get, and we're in. We're already here. And so then the waiter comes out a long time after that, and he had brought us the happy hour menu. We were like, we want this one, and this one, and this one. He was like, okay, yeah. And then he was like, wait, it's not happy hour. And we were like, no. The manager said he would give us happy hour prices if we got more than couple rounds. And he was like, oh, okay. And so we started naming off our drinks, and I was like, mozzarella sticks, potato skins, whatever. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but we were really excited to be here. And he was like, okay. He said, where are you all from? And we were like, literally here. I was like, I live like 5 streets down from here. And he was like, why are you coming to TGI Fridays? And I was like, I just haven't been here since my 17th birthday, and now I'm 31. And I heard about the all-day happy hour, and now I'm so excited, and I truly can't wait to be here. And he was like, great, okay, we're in. So we went to TGI Fridays, and we had a few drinks there. We sat there for a long time catching up because this friend, Dominic, if you're watching, is someone I just worked with at my job that I just left, and we had not seen each other since then. So we sat there for a long time catching up. And then he has also never been to South Beach, so I was like, we have to see things, right? Like, we can't just come to TGI Fridays and be like, that was your South Beach experience. That's not good. But then we ended up staying there for a long time, and I was like, I wish we would have left a bit earlier so I can show you like South Beach, whatever. And we start walking back to his car. I had just walked there because I live close, so I walked. We start walking back to his car, and I was like, oh, but here's this, and here's this, and then here's this. And then we started walking down the Strip, and I didn't realize how far we were actually walking. And I was like, okay, I want to show you this really quick, and show you this really quick, and this really quick. And then it's like midnight, and it's a Thursday, so things are closed in South Beach now. Like, with all the rules and regulations, things were like closed. And he was like, okay, but like, where can we go? And I was like, I don't know. I think everything's closed. So we went to like this spot I wanted to show him. We went to the Versace mansion. Obviously everything's closed, but I was like, here it is. It's cool. I love living here. It's so much fun. It's dangerous because I have this bar here, this bar here, this bar here, and this bar here. And then I don't even know, to be honest. It was probably like 12:30 at this point. I truly have no idea. And I was like, there's one bar open. It's right here. If you want to go, we don't have to go, but we can go if you want. And he was like, okay, should we go? Are we going? And I was like, okay, we're going. So we go to that bar. It's one of the most popular bars right here. So it's open till 5 a.m. And mind you, we're in NASCAR shirts. We just came from TGI Fridays. I have my Lululemon belt bag on. And not only do I have my Lululemon belt bag on, I have my big Sony camera in the bag and my tripod. The belt bag is this big. The tripod sticks out of the belt bag, probably like this far. So all night I'm walking around with my belt bag on and a stick sticking out of it. And we go to the bar and they're checking us and so they were like, what is this? And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's my camera and my tripod. We were at TGI Fridays. We weren't supposed to be here. And they were like, okay, just go. Imagine you're checking this guy in security and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. We were at TGI Fridays. We weren't supposed to be here. They're probably like, this poor man has never left his house before. Like, just let him in at this point. And I showed him, I was like, no, I swear, it's a camera and a tripod. There's no weapons. This is it. So fast forward, we go to this bar. I'm not going to name names, but we go into this bar that's very popular. It wasn't as busy as I had expected. I mean, it was Thursday, so I guess that makes sense. And it's getting to be a slow season in Miami, so whatever. It wasn't as busy as I expected, but he's never been there before. It's fun. We walk in, he was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, I love this. I'm already having so much fun. We go to one of the dance floors. There's like 6 rooms in this place, by the way. So I have to show him all the rooms. We go upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. And we go to one dance floor, and then I was like, this one's not as fun right now, but there's another dance floor. So we go to the next dance floor, and we stay there for a while, and he was like, should we get a drink here? And I was like, if you want to stay for a little bit, I'm happy to get a drink. We got a drink, and it was fine, and then we got one more drink at that bar, in that room at that bar. And then we go back to the other dance floor, and all of these people like keep talking to us, and like we're making friends, and we're just dancing and having a good time. And then I don't know what happened, and I haven't even talked to him yet because I'm like slightly embarrassed, and I just have this pit in my stomach, but I know it's not bad. Like, I didn't do anything bad, but I don't know what happened. We're on the dance floor, and then we were like coming back and forth to the bar, and we didn't really get drinks there. Like, we weren't like crazy drinking. Like, we were drinking, but not like a crazy amount. But what I remember is there was an old guy at the bar who kept looking at me and smiling at me and like winking at me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then finally he came over to talk to me, and he was very drunk, like could not really like keep up with his words. Like, he was like kind of like not making sense. But he was in town to look at real estate. He was trying to buy real estate in Miami, whatever. So he was like, let me buy you a drink. And I was like, that's okay, sure. So we go to the bar, and he was like, whatever this guy wants, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I just want vodka and water, please. Like, nothing crazy, just one drink. And so we get the drink, and the bartender looks at me, and he was like, he just tipped me $100 on that one drink. And I was like, I don't know. It's not my fault, it's not my problem. I said I was fine without a drink, and then he insisted that I get a drink anyways. And the bartender was like, no, he's been doing this like all night, it's fine, just, if you need another drink, let me know. And I was like, okay. So then the old man stands there for a while and keeps talking, and he's talking to everyone around us, and then he was like, get him a drink and get her a drink. And I was like, okay, I don't know. So then the bartender was like, he did it again. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm done getting drinks because I feel like bad. I mean, I'm not telling him to do this, but like I feel bad that he's spending $200 every time we get or $100 every time I get a drink. And the bartender was like, no, he's been doing this, it's fine. And then I don't remember anything after that. And this had to have been at like 1:30, maybe 2 at the very latest. I do not remember a single thing after that. And the only thing that I know is I woke up the next day at like 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on a random couch that I've never been to before. And I literally woke up and I like looked around for a second and I was like, this is not familiar. And so I go back to sleep for a little bit, wake up again, and I'm like, okay, that was not a dream. I'm still in this place. And I turn around and I say, where the fuck am I? Had no idea where I was. Not the slightest idea. And I checked my phone and I was like, oh my God, it's almost like 4 p.m. at this point. I've never slept till 4 p.m. ever in my 31 years on this earth. And so I'm in this boy's apartment, a random boy that I had never met before until apparently this night. And I was like, what the fuck happened? First of all, thank you for letting me sleep on your couch. Thank you, truly, I appreciate it. Thank you for not stealing all of my belongings, because everything I own is in this bag and everything's still in there. And he was like, to be honest, I don't know what happened either. And we both live in the same area, like we both live on the beach, but I'm like a 2-minute walk from the bar and he's probably like a 10-minute walk from the bar, probably further than that. And I was like, did we walk here? Because that's kind of a far walk. And I was like, I don't have any Ubers on my phone, nothing. Why did I wake up on the couch? Why am I at your apartment instead of mine when mine was literally right next door? Why don't I remember a single fucking thing? So then I go home at 4:30. I got home at 4:30 p.m. and I started looking at my phone. Actually, I'm sorry, on the way before I left, I made him check his phone. We Ubered from the bar at 5 a.m. Apparently we stayed there till they closed. But first of all, that is disgusting to be at the bar till 5 a.m. I feel like a terrible human. We Uber from the bar to his apartment at 5 a.m. and I guess that's when I just went and slept on the fucking couch. And then I started looking at my phone and I've texted people at like 4 a.m., 4:45, just my name, Cody, Cody, Cody. And then I had one number saved. Out of all the numbers, there was only one saved. And it was the bartender from the bar. And I said, hey, it's Corey. No, it's not. I'm not even Corey. I mean, I'm sure that was a typo, but like, no, it's the fuck not. And then none of these people had ever responded to me. I get on Instagram and I have new followers and messages from them. Have a good night, great to meet you. And I'm like, what the who are these people? How do I not remember anything? If I get really drunk, one, I can put together the night the next day, right? Even if it's like a blackout night, like it's blurry, but like I can put pieces together, and when someone mentions something or like I see someone's name, I'm like, oh yes, I do remember this actually. Not a single thing. I don't remember a single fucking thing from that night. And then, first of all, I woke up at like almost 4, so I came home. I ordered food because I was like, I'm not going in public right now. If I go in public, everyone's going to look at me and know that I am a crazy, trashy person. And that's just not true. So I ordered food and then I come back home and I start going through my phone. I had a note on my phone that I opened, or that I had typed at 4:45. And it just said, all spaced out, like space, C-O-D-Y, my name, at 4:45 a.m. And I'm like, could I not remember my name? Why was I typing my name into my notes? And then I'm swiping through my apps. I had my Delta app open, and I was looking at flights from Miami to New York City the next morning, like at 9 a.m., which was in like 4 hours. So where was I going? And it's also like, if I have ever been that drunk to be like completely blacked out, I get miserable hangovers now to the point where like I can't move. I will be in my bed for at least 24 hours, and the second I open my eyes and start to move, I get so sick to my stomach, everything's spinning, I'm drenched in sweat, and that didn't happen. So if I would have blacked out just from drinking, that would have happened, but it did not. And it's all very weird. I just felt really like brain fog the next day. I didn't feel hungover, I just had extremely bad brain fog. And everything I did, I felt like I was doing in slow motion, and like, I don't know, it was the weirdest feeling. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was not like a drunk, hungover, sick feeling. And so I really hate to say that I tried to bleep that out by myself, or like someone slipped something into my drink, but I actually think that is what happened. It was not the kid that I was with, the boy that I was with. He's very nice, and now we've been chatting and like we're friends. But even like, he was like, make sure you have all your belongings. Like, he didn't know what happened. Neither of us had any idea, but he was very nice. It wasn't him. I don't know if it was, it had to have been the old man at the bar. But also he was so drunk that he was like, didn't really know, like he couldn't really form sentences. I mean, he was having a conversation, but like it was very like, he didn't really know what he was doing. So I guess maybe he still could have drugged me, but someone fucking drugged me that night. And I don't want to just assume that, but like, also, that was Thursday night. I woke up at almost 4 p.m. on Friday, came home, and I was awake for a few hours and then slept again until almost 10 a.m. this morning. So in the past 48 hours, I've been awake for like maybe 6 hours. Like that's not right, something's wrong. And when I've been awake, it's like extreme brain fog until right now, to where like I couldn't even go in public. I didn't know what was happening. Like no matter what I did, I was like, I feel like I'm in slow motion. It was really, really fucking weird. I never want to be the person that like just assumes that I got drugged because I don't like remember things, but I don't remember a single fucking thing, and that's the first time that it's ever happened. And the only reason like I also feel comfortable saying, the only reason I like feel comfortable and like truly think I could have been drugged and feel comfortable saying that is because I've had friends drugged in that bar before, which is dumb of me to say out loud because then, you know, I probably shouldn't be there. But I've had quite a few friends drugged in that bar and had their things stolen from them. But like none of my things were stolen. I don't know, it's so weird. I had all of my belongings, I don't know. But I've had people that have been drugged there, so I think it is highly possible, and I think it happens every single night there. And I think they got me that night, but thankfully I did not end up going to wherever this person was. That's why I think it could have been the old man, and then he was too drunk to like get me to go somewhere with him. And so I went with my other friend that I had made there. That's the only thing I can think of. So I guess if you're in Miami, or honestly any city, just be careful. And I know that. And typically, to be honest with you, when I get a drink, I'll hold the cup like this and put my hand over the top of the cup and have the straw sticking out between my two fingers so it's covered, and I'll drink like this. And it's like such a habit now that I just do it automatically without thinking about it. And like, I'm sure there was a second I set my drink down at the bar, you know, without looking at it. Just be careful, because that was so scary. And still, like, I mean, it's 2 days later, but I can't remember a single fucking thing. Truly not a thing after getting the drinks at the bar with the old man. Ah. So I was about to move on to the next segment, and then I realized this whole episode I have been speaking into this microphone. It's not connected to anything. It's not on. It's not on. Because I've recorded every podcast episode on my phone. My phone is right here. I am using my Sony camera to record this, which does not connect to the microphone, and it sounds fine on its own. However, this entire episode I've been talking like this, and I think I have to keep it going now because it feels more like a podcast like this, you know, like I have a microphone. So just note that this is actually not on, and I'm just a fucking idiot. So for the next portion of this, which was supposed to be the whole point of this episode, I again did a Q&A on Instagram, on an Instagram story for you all to ask me questions to answer on this podcast. Thank you for doing so. Again, the questions ended up being a lot of the same questions as last time, and there's a lot of new questions that I'm not surprised by that I will get into, but I knew everyone was going to ask the same fucking question, and they did. So let's dive right into it. So, one of the most popular questions, again, are you single? And what I get from this is that you all did not watch the last episode, because 1 million people asked me that on the last on the last episode, and I answered it to my best abilities. And you all did not watch that apparently, because you asked the same question again. Am I single? I don't know. I'm going to say yes with an asterisk, and that's something that I'm not diving into, because it's something I could never ever speak about in public. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. And then, the next most popular question, which was asked in a few different ways, so I'm going to put this all into one. What are you doing now? Are you focusing on content creation full-time or something else? What are you doing now for a job? What is your work now? What's your plan now? What are you doing now for work? And this also means you did not watch the last episode. And if you care enough to keep asking me this question, I feel like you should have watched the last few episodes, not of my podcast, but of my actual YouTube videos, my little vlogs, because I've answered this now in a full video of itself. There's a full video answering that question. Again, I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry. That sounded like I was mad. I'm not. It just means you didn't watch the whole video where I explained every little thing that's going on in my life. So to make it short and sweet, because I want you to watch the episode, I have a couple things that I'm doing from home, which I'm truly so excited about. And those things are to like have like a full, like regular salary, you know, like a steady income. It's not a salary, but a steady income. And then yes, I am going to be doing content full time. I'm like figuring it out, right? Because this is all new to me. And I'm trying to do YouTube videos more, which takes a lot of work, but I am doing that full time right now as well. And then honestly, just even having so much free time now, like without commuting. Without commuting, it's adding an extra 3 hours to my day that I can do whatever I want. And without that, not even on the YouTube video content creation side of things, but even just like TikTok, having the time to be on there consistently and check on my messages and like respond to people, I have in the last week finalized deals with 6 different companies to do like promotions for them in the last week and a half, which is wild because I just haven't had time to like consistently sit down and like really work on that before. And so I'm doing that now too, which is very good. This is what I want to do. And I'm obviously getting money from those as well. So I think it can help me get to where I want to be is what I'm trying to say. So yes, I do want to focus more on TikTok, but I'm trying to do YouTube full time instead of just TikTok. But the good thing is, if I make YouTube videos, I can make clips of them to put onto TikTok. So it all is like full circle, right? But I don't just have to focus on TikTok now. Like I want to put my full effort into YouTube, and hopefully that is successful. It's had a good response so far. I feel like I'm annoying posting it on social media, but it's had a good response so far. In the like week and a half that I've been like fully committing to it, or I guess 2 weeks, I've gained like 60 followers, which is, I know, not a lot. I'm not saying that's crazy, but it's more than I expected. And I'm not doing this for like, I mean, obviously like I want to do it full time, and like if I could get more money from that, that's great. But like I don't do it with the expectation of gaining millions of followers. So to gain 60 in like a week and a half, 2 weeks was fantastic. I was so excited with that. But I'm having so much fun like editing the videos and putting them together and like filming them. I love filming them. I take this camera with me everywhere now. And it's just like daily, like I want to do like daily lifestyle type things. I know that's not like the best niche to get into as far as like compensation, but that's fine. And then I'm also doing like, come along with me on my journey to working remote now, which had a good response as well. So we're doing all these things. If you want to learn more, go watch that video that I posted about it. The next question, are you happier now? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Please excuse me for saying that, but abso-fucking-lutely. I am literally like, I feel so, I've said this in the last 16 videos I posted, and I'm so sorry, but I feel so happy and free right now. And I felt like I've been in prison for like years. That's very dramatic, but like it felt like I was stuck somewhere that I couldn't get out of, and I wanted to get out for so bad, not for so bad. And I was so unhappy recently. So I feel like I'm a new person. I've been born again. I'm happy, I'm free, I'm ready to go. I'm doing everything I want to do. So yes, I am much happier now. Thank you for asking. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, so much happier. This one is not really a question, but a very nice comment. I am happy to see your videos. You look so much happier, and I like your content. It's very fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. My content is not like, again, it's just, I want to do more like just lifestyle stuff. I'm obviously not gonna, I'm annoyed by all the fitness people in the world right now. Not annoyed, but like there's just so many. And if I want to do well on YouTube, I'm gonna have to do more like educational videos. Not educational, but like this is my journey on YouTube, and like this is how I'm doing this and this. But like the lifestyle, like vlogs and like shorts on YouTube and just like the TikTok videos that I do, I literally love them so much, and I have so much fun putting them together and editing them. Like truly from the bottom, I love, like it's so much fun to me. So thank you, I really appreciate that. I feel like I'm being annoying on social media lately because I am literally posting a lot, but it's what I enjoy and I don't care if I'm annoying. I'm trying to get over that, but I don't care. It's my content, it's my page. If you don't want to follow it, literally don't, because I'm getting brand deals without you, so it's fine. Like truly, it is fine. But thank you for that, I appreciate it. Because I do feel like I'm being annoying, so it's nice to hear that some people enjoy it. I think that's all I'm going to answer for now. Again, a lot of them were the same things. Like, it was all about the job. I had multiple about, what are you doing now? What's now? Watch the full video if you want to know that. And are you single? Are you single? Are you single? Are you single? I answered that last time. So, thank you all for the questions. Next time, I'm not sure, this sounds mean, I'm not sounding mean, but watch the first one. There's so many answers in that one. I'm happy to do this, and it was my fault because I asked you guys to ask me questions again, but I thought there would be different questions this time, and there wasn't. So with that being said, I'm going to end this one here. This one's just short and sweet today. I just needed to tell my story about how I think someone slipped something into my drink, and then answer those few questions. It is like 4 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm still not really feeling like a human. I feel very weird. So I opened a beer to do this, and I've had like 3 sips from it, and I think I'm staying in my house all day long. It's nice and sunny outside, but I just cannot be outside right now in public. In the weirdest way possible, like I don't feel like a human still. I feel like something weird happened to me, and I was like almost taken to space to become an alien. Oh my god, and then yesterday, everyone saw the fucking Northern Lights, or whatever the shit was, all across the United States. I didn't see it, because something was wrong with me and something was in my system that should not have been there, and I was just asleep for 72 hours. So anyways, we're going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Be on the lookout for more YouTube videos. I have a schedule that I'm following. So I'm posting on TikTok these days, Instagram these days, YouTube these days. I'm filming on YouTube these days, editing YouTube these days. So be on the lookout. Thank you for watching everything that I do on social media. Thank you. I love you all, and see you soon.